Saturday, October 20, 2012. This is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and this is one of my 1995 Subaru Legacies. This one is actually my wife's car. I got it on the road finally about 6 weeks ago, and it's had a little bit of a recurring problem. Shortly after she started driving it, she came home one night and told me that her dashboard lights were out. So, I thought that was weird, so I checked the fuse box, and here's the fuse box cover. It was this fuse right here. It's a 10 amp fuse. It says Illumi for illumination. And the headlights and tail lights were still working, but that fuse was burned out. So I replaced that. As you can see there, it's a 10 amp fuse, which is, let me grab another one here. This is a burned out fuse. You can see there the filament is burned out, but this is a 10 amp fuse, which are typically red. Replaced it and everything was fine until last week when she told me it happened again. So once again, I put a new fuse in there and fired up the lights, and this time I got a little wisp of smoke coming up from inside the dashboard. And that went away quickly. I checked the fuse, and this is what I pulled out, and realized I had a bigger problem. So I started searching Google, which I'm sure you did to find this video, and I found that the problem tends to be the illumination control unit, which is a little black box. I'll show it to you. It's this bad boy right here, which sits underneath the dashboard. And this is the part number on it, at least for a 95 Legacy, 83023FA000. See that little logo there? That's the Fuji Heavy Industries logo, Subaru's parent company. And these are hard to come by. I saw one on eBay, and it was kind of pricey. And I'm pretty sure they're expensive at the dealership, so I decided to go to the junkyard, and I actually grabbed 5 of them and some other parts and walked out of there for $20. So I'm going to show you how to replace this part. It's actually really easy to do. First thing you need to do is remove the dash panel, which is right below the steering column, and I'll show you how to do that. Now, this is the panel right below the steering column. This here, of course, is your OBD port. And there are 2 screws you have to remove. One of them directly to the left here of the OBD port. And this other one here is on the right side, pretty much right below the cruise control switch. So I'm going to take these screws out. Next, the panel is clipped in along the top here, and I like to use a plastic prying tool. I suppose you could possibly even pry this out by hand, or with a screwdriver, but with a screwdriver you're more likely to scratch stuff. So there's 3 clips, 2 on this side and 1 on the opposite side, so I'm going to remove that. And once you've unclipped everything, the panel will just fall down. And your illumination control unit is right here. And all you have to do is just press in on this connector, unplug it, and then there is one more Phillips head screw right here, which I'm not going to remove, and that will remove the unit from the plastic panel. I'm not going to remove that because I have already replaced it. This is one of the new parts I got from the junkyard, and it works just fine. I would show you, but it's far too light out here, and you're just not going to see anything on video. But you got to trust me, the dashboard lights are working again. So replace this, then put a new 10 amp fuse in for the illumination, and you should be good to go. One more note. I believe this part here can be found in a number of Subarus. Like I said, I rated a whole bunch of Legacies to get these because I knew exactly where to find it in the Legacy. I believe the Forester takes the same part number, and possibly the Impreza for a number of years. But at least from what I hear on the Forester, the part is actually located somewhere in the passenger side of the dashboard and is much harder to get to. So, just give you that part number one more time. Once again, I can only guarantee this is the one for the 95 Legacy, but 83023 FA000. So this is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and thanks for watching.